Hi friends, hope that this finds you well. I am Jocelyn Rose and I'm going to share with you today a couple ways to practice Japa mantra. So Japa translates to repetitive, and mantra, as some of you I think already know, is a tool that we can use within our toolbox of wellness practices. This is a tool that we can use to help to quiet the chatter in our mind, our ego part of our mind, our lower part of our mind, and instead tune into and awaken the intention within our heart. So the intention within our mantra, the intention within the words, the intention of the practice that we're taking, that we're giving our energies to and paying attention to. There's so much more I can share about mantra as a practice. And I think if you're getting this video, you already have some information, but what I want this to do is just to give you a quick tutorial on how to use mantra as a japa mantra practice. So this is typically done on your own. There are kirtan style practices of mantra that are going to be typically out within a group of people, and there might be a song that's attached to the mantra, a melody, there might be a band, there might be other people singing call and response. This is more of an internal singular practice of doing your mantra, your affirmation, your intention over and over during a certain amount of days, typically 40 days. So speaking of numbers, typically Japa mantra is practiced 108 times a session, whether you do that once a day, maybe in the mornings, or you do that once a day in the evenings, or perhaps you do it more than once a day. 108, there is a ton of significance why 108 is a very auspicious, powerful, beautiful, connected number. I highly recommend, if you don't already know, to just Google 108 reason for 108 chanting, or 108 auspicious number, and you can see all of the reasons why. It's really, really cool. One of the things that's cool about 108 is that our Japa mala beads have 108 beads on them. Let me just say right off the bat, if 108 is just too much and you're just like feeling like you don't have the time, or it's just not going to be possible for you, I would say, first of all, it's typically about 10 minutes. That equals like 108 of a mantra. But if that's just not available for you right now, then you can take a multiple of 108. You could take 54, for example, which is half of 108. There's other multiples you can take that would still serve you. So with mala beads, I want to say as well that you want to find, these are from India. A dear friend of mine brought them back for me. They are lotus seeds, and it's my absolute favorite mala. With mala beads, you want to make sure that there are exactly 108. There will be this one extra bead at the very end, typically called the Meru bead. That's this one at the very end. That's actually 109. But that is not going to be part of the mala practice. The Meru bead is separate, and it is known as part of our ego. So we do not want to practice our mantra with the Meru bead, which is 109. If you're getting decorative jewelry type of beads that you that look like mala prayer beads, please be aware that they are not all that. You want to first of all make sure 100% that there's 108 for these practices. And preferably, you would also want to make sure they are beaded from a reputable source that knows Japa mantra as a practice. So again, you can use the internet for this. You can reach out to me. I can help you find mala beads that are pure. Many yoga studios would have this as an option, meditation stores, holistic stores possibly, but again, you just really want to make sure they're actually mala beads and not just decorative. So you can find way more information again on the internet for that. I'm going to show you how to use a mala bead necklace or mala bead necklace for this as a practice, and how to use a japa mantra practice using your hands. I think I'm going to start with your hands. We'll save this for last. So for 108, You're going to use your hand. If you don't have the mala beads, I would say if you have the mala beads, use the mala beads. If you do not, don't let it stop you. You can use your hands. So for this, you still need to count to 108. So if you think about it, on your right hand, so we're mirroring each other, but this is your right hand, you're going to be counting to 12. So the way you're going to do this, you're going to start with this mudra, and then you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's all of the little index spaces. And then you're going to do that again. Same touch spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And you'll land here. So it's always going to be 12 on your right hand. And then on your left hand, you're going to count to 9, because 9 times 12 is 108. So left hand, the way we're going to count to 9 is we're going to go, I think this is it. It's 1, same mudra, 1, 2, 3, then go across the bottom, 4, 5, 6, up the pinky, 7, 8, wait a minute. Yeah, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm with you. Here it is. On your left hand, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you land where you started. I'll do it again. It's 1, 2. You skip down to the bottom. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you're going to do your 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then you switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then you switch. So you're going to count 9 12s. That is a lot for me. I've actually never used that technique because I have mala beads. I have friends that have used this hand technique, and it does take a bit of concentration at the beginning, but it is, after you do it a few times, your mind starts to quiet and you are able to stay focused with that and do the japa mantra practice that way. So I encourage you to try that if you do not have true mala beads. If you do have true mala beads, you're going to use your right hand to count the beads. You're going to use your thumb and your middle finger to count. One sec. My dog is getting into a bag up near the trash can. I have to get it so that we don't have that sound going on. Hold on. Hey, Mom. Okay, I'm back. All right, so for the mala beads, you're going to use the right hand. You're going to take your thumb and your index finger over a bead right next to the Meru bead. And you're going to say your mantra either out loud or in your head. And you're going to just kind of cradle that bead in between the fingers. So for example, if it is a Ganesha mantra, Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha, for example. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha, and then you move. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha, and then you move. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. You're going to do this all the way around until you reach the last bead, which is 108. Again, you could do half of the beads. You could do 9 if you didn't have time to do a whole round of 108. That's 1/12, right? So there's different options, but I just wanted you to show you this option. I would say it is always best if you can sit with a tall spine, seated comfortably, tall spine. Take a few breaths to start. Look at your intention. Maybe if you've written down your mantra, you have it on your altar, or you have a journal, or you're just thinking, what is my mantra? What is my intention or my goal or my affirmation? And then bring the energy into that japa repetitive practice. I think that's all for now. So Yeah, I enjoy the curiosity of this. If this is new for you, see if you can enter into it without too much of your thinking brain analyzing it. Um, it's really a heart practice. It's an energetic, experiential practice, much more so than an intellectual practice. And I encourage you to just go for it and see how it feels for you. And if it becomes one of the tools in your own toolbox for healing, for clarity, for waking up of your own story. Yeah, and your heart. Thanks so much for tuning in. Let me know if you have questions. Bye.